some people just have it harder than others. And, I thank God that I've been able to do this and for it to stick. But I think we got to get away from talking about it, treating it as if it's an acute illness, because it is something that has to be treated continuously. And thank God, again, one of the things I recognized very early on was, the people who really do well with this are the ones who embrace the idea that this is an ongoing process. So for me, it was about, no matter what, whether it's the 12 steps or if I choose to engage in some sort of religious activity, personal growth, individual therapy, whatever it is, I have to keep growing. I have to keep changing and keep getting better in order for this to keep working, and I also have to share it. I also have to give what I've gotten to other people. For me.
And so you used what you've learned in your experience in order to help others?
Yeah. And, it's not even always about substance abuse or addiction or mental health. We just went through, I'm in West Palm Beach, we just went through this experience with Hurricane Dorian. I made myself available to people who needed help. And so I don't think it has to be as narrow as just addiction. I mean, I think that's about being a good human being and helping other people and being kind and just being nice, I think, goes a long way.
Absolutely. Ed, is there something wrong with our phone? Some people are trying to call in. 866-826-1340. But, yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, Tom. And seriously, we have to learn from our mistakes, and sometimes we have to fall a couple times in order to get back up the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I had someone in my office the other day that was saying that they were in one of the AA meetings, and that someone was 23 years clean and had thought he was going to have a good time and drink, and he was there to pick up his 3 months check because apparently that wasn't okay for him. He can't just pick it up and then be okay. And I'm sure that happens to a lot of people, and a lot of people are scared to start over, but it's still part of the recovery. And if you start at day zero, it's not starting over. It's picking ourselves back up and brushing ourselves off.
Right.
What would you tell someone that was in that path?
Someone who had been sober for a long period of time and then relapsed.
Mm-hmm. And was feeling bad about themselves.
I'd say, thank God you made it back.
Well said.
And it's okay. It's going to be okay. I validate that. I mean, when I think about how I would feel if I drank at this point in my life, it would hurt. And, I wouldn't want to go through that. So what comes up for me in that situation is compassion. I'm here with you. I'll sit with you in this, and let me know what I can do to help. You're not alone. The reality is, when you see people who've been sober a long time try to make it back, it's pretty hard. And I think a lot of it is it's about that shame. People feel, not only have I let other people down, I've let myself down. It's a major commitment. Sobriety is a major commitment. And one of the little lessons I learned as I was trying to get sober before it began to stick is that, I really was trying to stop drinking every single day. I mean, I'd wake up every morning feeling terrible, saying, I'm not going to do this again. And then it's like I would go to work that day, and at the end of the day, I'd get in my car, and my heart would just drop into my stomach, and I'd do it all over again. But every day, it was a commitment I made to myself and then didn't keep. I was letting myself down. So the shame was just snowballing. I felt terrible about myself. And so, yeah, that I think when you are able to maintain abstinence over time and have some success with this, I mean, the I guess the higher we go, the harder the fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sure.
and it's hard for people to come back.
I'd rather fall hard than not fall at all, I guess. But what would you say about with somebody that had a family member that was in concern? How would we help somebody that was in trouble without making the problem worse? I think a lot of people are, at least what I've seen and in my world too, it's hard to tell somebody that we think they have a problem, that they need help, and in a place of love. And a lot of people don't take it so kindly either. So what would you say, some advice to do?
Well, honestly, get some help yourself. It's a family disease. Don't try to do it alone. Go to Al-Anon. Get yourself a therapist. Get some help with this. Kind of the nature of the illness is that when someone is in an active addiction and they're confronted, what comes out is anger and denial, and and on a unconscious level, it's the disease saying, "Leave me alone, get away from me. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing." And I see someone here on Facebook mentions intervention is a lost art, which I completely disagree with. I think it's something that a lot of people try to do and don't do very well, but there are really some brilliant interventionists out there. And I mean, just call somebody. Call me, call Tiffany, ask for help if you're a family member. I think one of the things I was taught very early on is as family members, it's extraordinarily difficult for us to help someone in our family. We don't have objectivity.
Right.
We're emotionally invested. We can't see what's really going on. So we need help. We need another set of eyes.
And sometimes coming from personal family members, it's offensive to some people, but they're not willing to hear it from family.
Well, usually it's, look at you. Look at what you're doing. I mean, it's shifting blame and that whole routine. And again, that's not something a person can do with a professional.
Right. Yeah. I don't get paid to take bullying either when I'm the therapist. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think everyone probably knows somebody that overindulges in some sort of form, and to kindly be able to tell them that they're concerned. I think that's what I'm trying to get at.
Well, I think, and I think this is true with just about anything in life, is if you are really intentional about coming from a place of love, that's a good start. I'm here for you no matter what. I'm here to help you. I love you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be here no matter what. But, as family members, it hurts to see this, and it's hard for us to keep objectivity, and we're so invested that it's just really, really hard.
So what are some things that some people that are desperately needing help and maybe listening to this show and looking for help but afraid? What would you advise them to do?
Get help. Find a 12-step meeting. If that's all you can do, go to an AA meeting or an NA meeting. Call someone like Tiffany or me, call someone and ask for help, because one of the things I've definitely learned is that when someone wants help and they're willing to get help, there's definitely a window of opportunity that expires. So when you're ready, you got to seize the moment. And family members, when you have someone who does want help, don't let that opportunity pass. Help them get the help when they're asking for it, because you don't know if and when they'll ever ask for it again.
Mm-hmm. And that moment is probably crucial for someone's overall wellness and potential to get better, is how somebody responds if they come out and ask for help and say, maybe I have a problem, and how they react. It's crucial. Nobody wants to be attacked. Nobody wants to be judged. Nobody wants to feel ashamed ever when they admit they have a problem.
Well, and I think one of the things that complicates matters with this, it is really difficult to do that, to ask for help, especially from a family member. Say, in this day and age, most of the people ending up in substance abuse treatment are young adults. So going to your parent and saying, I have a problem, it's not unusual for a parent to say, are you sure? Really? Because, as parents, we don't want to believe that our child is an alcoholic or a drug addict. There's shame for us, too, as parents. It is pretty complicated and difficult terrain. But, if I'm a guy who needs help and I ask for help and that's not validated or met constructively, then that definitely takes the wind out of my sails, and it's going to be harder for me the next time to ask for help if I'm willing to do it at all. That's
what I'm saying. I think our internet's down, Ed, and I think the 800 number is down. So for the listeners that you guys are trying to call in, it's the local number is 727-441-3000. 727-441-3000. So I apologize for those.
You told me there were going to be a bunch of callers. I was
a bunch of
expecting to
dun,
not
dun, dun.
this much.
It's kind of distracting. But anyway, so yeah, let's actually take our second break, and we're going to pause here, and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity in just a moment. Stay tuned.
We will return to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Warner after these messages.
Beyond.me is a community. We try to help animals, including the humans. We fundraise to buy oxygen pumps for babies, water and food for families, from dog food and veterinary surgery, from shoes to food to milk and diapers. BuiltingBeyond.me.
SWAT Roofing would like to share some crucial information that is misunderstood by 60 to 70% of homeowners. Did you know that a damaged roof by hail or wind, in many incidents, can actually lower your premium instead of raising it when filing an insurance claim? After your new roof goes on, many premium-rated companies will want your policy to be with them and will offer the new incentives to get it. SWAT is a debt-free company with over 18 years in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We believe in helping you fully understand the interpretation of your policy and the way it can work in your favor. Call today or go online at www.swatcontracting.com, or for a free roof inspection, call 214-449-9983.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one.
Did you know that your physical health plays a big role in your mental health? Healthy minds and healthy bodies go hand in hand. The problem for many is finding the time and getting the results they want. X-Force Body is perfect for people with busy schedules, with a mission to inspire you to become leaner, stronger, and in the process healthier. X-Force Body coaches will encourage, motivate, and inspire you through every workout, helping you achieve the results you desire. Learn more about X-Force Body. For more information, visit www.xforcebody.com.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician-songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself